What is going on YouTube? It's your boy Matt Giftedhands, and I'm back to you with the first video of 2023. Happy New Year, Team Gifted. We are back and better. I took a little vacation with my family and we are rejuvenated. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into this haircut tutorial. I am going with the grain with the #1 guard. I have it all the way closed. I'm just removing a little bit of the bulk, and what my client wanted was a light taper, but not a ball taper. He wants his sideburns to come to a point, so what I went ahead and did was the lever all the way open, no guard, which is equivalent to a half. I'm using my Gamma Ergos, and that's going to create that shadow taper and still allow me to have a nice crispy lineup. The highest guard that I'm going to use is the 1.5 guard, and that's again just going to blend into the bulk. You don't really have too much of a step process from a half to a 1.5. So the only guard that you're going to use in between the 1 and the 1.5 is your half guard, and that's just going to bring that blend together, whatever the half with no guard left behind. And I thought this would be a dope opportunity to give y'all this type of haircut, this type of content. MORANT is a up and coming just monster right now in the NBA, and he has been hooping for a very long time, but now he's in the past 2 years just making a name for himself. And if you follow the NBA, I mean, Allen Iverson himself, man, tossed him the baton and told him that basically, like, it's your turn. You know what I mean? Like, this dude is a monster. This is the 1 guard all the way open. I wanted to go ahead and knock it down a little bit closer to the, to the scalp, but still keep it dark enough where you can line it up. And you're gonna see, like, my trimmers, they're pretty set, they're set pretty close. They're not gonna cut or irritate my client, so I'm able to have it, go over in the same area and create a nice crispy lineup. And you are going to see some hair being removed when doing this type of lineup, because he wants that nice curve, that nice needle points. So you are going to remove some hair. It's not necessarily pushing the lineup back or anything like that, guys. You're creating a nice crispy lineup, so you are going to have to see some hair go. And to help you out to get a nice clean canvas, guys, not only do you want to have a brush or a comb in the opposite hand that you're not cutting with, but you want to get that hair up out the way, and with some duck clips or even like the Velcro strips to kind of hold that hair up. That way you're able to work with less of the hair hanging down. You don't have to constantly keep moving it out the way. So these clips are amazing. Alright guys, so I started with the trimmer to create my first guideline, and now I'm going up about 1 inch with no guard, lever all the way open. Right here I'm going to put it in the middle, and we're going to go ahead and remove this line at the half left. Then you're going to close it, and that'll bring that bottom panel blended together. Knowing that it's a 1 all the way open, I'm going to go ahead and start with my 1 guard in the middle, and we're going to go ahead and soften up this area. Now we're going to work our way down. So I know there's a 1.5 all the way up to the top. Now I'm going to have my 1 guard in the middle, and then I'm going to close it like I did right here and soften up that area just a little bit more, so I can come right behind that with my half guard, lever all the way open, put it in the middle, and then you close it. And that's going to pretty much bring this taper to a nice blend, a nice gradiency, light, medium to dark. And I'm able to stretch my blends because I have a pretty good area to blend into. So I do want to create myself anywhere from 1/2 to 1 inch per guideline. Give yourself room to blend. What happens is, if you're just now starting out, cutting hair, and we all went through it, you're just kind of scared to raise the blend or spread the blend, so you kind of compress your guidelines. And you're gonna find yourself not being able to blend out that line. So give yourself room to blend, guys. half of an inch to an inch per guideline. If you understand the number system, right, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, a half is in between a 1 and a 1.5. You'll be able to blend those guidelines in together if you just basically just pay attention to what numbers you're using. I knew that my highest guard was a 1 all the way open, and I'm able to blend back down into my half guard. And whenever you need to do detail work, you take off that half guard like I just did right there, and basically just cleaning up whatever the half guard left behind. It's called lever play. If it's not cutting, then you can close it. I always start with the lever all the way open because basically, trial and error. If it's not cutting, then close it. Versus if you were to start with the lever closed, and you may be able to create yourself a line that you can't get out. So starting with the lever all the way open is kind of like your safety point. You don't want to go too high over the ears, guys. Just follow that natural line. Like I said, my trimmers hit pretty close, and it's able to bring out this sideburn around the ear. You're gonna see this whole sideburn right here just pop. It looks like it's almost bald, but again, guys, it's just the lever all the way open, which is a half. And if say a client comes in and they say they want a shadow fade, this is the guard that you're gonna want to use, which is the half guard or no guard all the way open. And as you can tell, man, that sideburn is just popping. Woo! But yeah, guys, I'm excited for 2023. Again, this is the first video. If you are new to my channel, I appreciate you stopping by. Hopefully it's something that you want to watch for content and learn how to cut hair. We are still active with the nonprofit organization. We are trying to find a new home for our organization. We've already did 6 months in the shelter that we were at recently, and now we're just basically want to put our footprints elsewhere. We're trying to be all over Tampa, trying to be involved more with the community and what they got going on. So stay tuned for that, guys. Again, a lot of the stuff that we do sometimes don't get recorded, but things that we can record, we do put it on here because it raises awareness. It helps out our nonprofit organization. It helps the team grow, and it helps us continue to do what we do in the city of Tampa. And if you are not aware of what we do for our organization, we take care of the less fortunate out here in Tampa, Florida, with free haircuts. And, we've done free food, clothing. We've done free events out here in the downtown Tampa area, and just huge things have been happening last year, and now we are going to just continue to keep handing out blessings for this year. All right, guys, so you can tell that in the front lineup there was a highest receding point. There was a kind of a lighter area, and you want to go with that lineup. You don't want to go underneath it. I don't want to take his lineup any further than what I'm doing right now, and you're gonna see that once I line it up all the way across, it's just gonna blend in. It's not gonna be as noticeable in that front little area. We're not gonna use any color enhancement. You're gonna see that it's just gonna pop and be nice and proportionate without any enhancing. Now, if my client asks for it, or if I feel like my client needed it, then I probably would have suggested it. But I feel like what I did here with knocking the hair down in the front, right here, I just have the trimmer off. Just be very careful when you're doing this technique, and just lightly brush down any long hairs so you can clip whatever is hanging over the lineup.
It's a power.
Alright, my client, he's a kid, man, but he had a full mustache, so we lining him up. It's crazy. These kids nowadays, man, they look so grown. Here I am, 32 years old, and I can't even grow a beard. But guys, that taper came out so clean. The sideburns, the lineup came out proportionate and sharp. Now we're gonna go ahead and go with and across and against the grain with the razor. to just make that edge up pop even more. And sometimes on the clients, you can tell they have like some cheek hair or some facial hair around that area. You're gonna see I zoomed in right here, and you know, sometimes it's good to just go ahead and just clean that up. Guys, this is pretty much the end result. If you stuck around this far, I truly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow. It helps YouTube recommend my channel to new subscribers and new viewers. And Team Gifted, as always, stay gifted. 2023 is our year. Let's get it.